is simply your tolerance for adversity. It's that risk zone and how you manage it. And will you have the courage? Do you have the hope and the optimism that will give you the courage to wander out there? You guys ever heard the expression, time flies when you're having fun? A more accurate expression is time flies when you're having flow, and flow is fun. If you tell me that you believe you can do this, that there must be a way that it can be done, and I'm willing to struggle, I'm willing to accept failure, I am willing to be really uncomfortable for a really long time. If you're prepared to do all those things and you still believe you can do it, in that case, I can say, I believe you can do it too. What can we do to get you there? And let's be specific about what it is that we want to accomplish. There's a summit somewhere up in the clouds up there, but that doesn't mean that has to be your goal. I'm talking about personal power. I want to empower my students to make the summit. I want to empower them to make their goals. But I also want to empower them to be self-aware enough to tell me what's going on inside. It's called what psychologists call the learning edge. That is where learning occurs. Way out there in your risk zone. And then you'll be confident. You won't have to think about this skill anymore. You'll be able to predict that you can do this. And knowing one's power and knowing one's competency, what you can do, will affect the choices you make. What do you need to do?
Get on board.
You need to increase your challenges. You need to experience flow on a more regular basis. You need to test yourself and learn that you can do things, that you can learn, that you can adapt. And we need to replace success with competence. The only way to build competency is to start by going through the process, which can cause failure. Telling someone that there is risk involved, that their child is doing something that is risky, and that there is an uncertain outcome, typically leaves people with a feeling of fear. Because it is our human instinct to fear what we don't know. Perhaps we can start to see failure as just an important part of the process. And I've seen failure so many times. It's basically what I facilitate. I facilitate activities that bring a high potential for failure. Right? Not everybody's going to make it to the summit of Kilimanjaro. And when people admit that they want something, and they can start to see that it might not happen, they go through the exact same stages and signs of someone who is going through grieving. Because they are mourning the success that they wish they had and the person that they wish they were going to be. And when you build your competency, you build your ability to predict your own success. And when you are eventually successful, that increases how you feel about yourself. That increases your self-esteem. Maybe they'll get to a point of acceptance where, okay, I failed, but there's something I could have done differently here. And that acceptance of failure is what psychologists call failing forward. They will become self-efficacious. They will become powerful. They will believe in the competencies that they have, and they will make better choices for themselves. Adventure can be as simple as discovering your ability to endure and be resilient in the face of challenges in order to become better.